expecting anybody?
No. Probably just some people lost their way.
Mama. Mama, Bonnie.
He says welcome.
Bonnie, sangonini, Mama.
He says greetings.
Mama, oyezaliyo.
He says this is the day of his dream.
Mama. Sangoboni.
Yeah. See, this is, come on. This is Olivia. Mama. Oh, Mama. I want to know you, Mama. 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 And see, Adam has a wife, Tashi. Come, Tashi. This is my sister.
Habari mama. Nimefurahi sana kusikia maneno yako na leo nimekuona niko na furaha sana.
You worked on The Color Purple, right?
I did. Yeah.
I think Kakai Umpa worked on that too, didn't he?
Kai was our location manager.
Love him. All right. So was that a good experience? I mean, that's a heavy movie, man.
It was a great experience. Because, you know, I'll tell you, at that time we were shooting in the summer of '85. The biggest star in the entire cast was Adolph Caesar. who played Mister's father. And Whoopi, had her show going to Broadway. Oprah was only on in Chicago. Danny Glover had Places in the Heart, out in the theaters earlier. And that summer, Silverado came out and really established him. But it was one of the greatest location experiences I've ever had.
Hey, can I ask you about Glover on that? He plays a pretty bad guy.
Yeah.
How was he dealing with the role he had to play? I mean, talk
he
about
did,
that.
Well, it was so, anathema to who he was, because Danny is such a warm guy. I mean, he's genuinely interested in people, and he had to put all that aside, and it really bothered him. He struggled with some of that. Had a lot of conversations with Steven on set, and I've got one picture. We were all taking pictures on the set. Jack Shannon, our unit photographer, didn't even mind. So I've got a lot of behind the scenes pictures, and a couple of Danny and Steven talking, and he really needed some guidance, but I think he just had to kind of let go and just go with an alter ego type thing, because that wasn't who he was at all.
Right. I mean, it's such a powerful performance. You have to wonder, like, what is the psychological weight an actor puts himself through to play that,
Absolutely.
And Glover still is, I'm sure. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but Glover is a pretty likable guy.
Oh, Danny's terrific. We shot in the summer of '85, and then 4 years later, I started working for Donner, and came by the Lethal 2 set one day. I was actually working on Tales from the Crypt, but ran into Danny on the Warner lot, and he gave me a hug and said, "How are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm working for Donner." And Danny looked puzzled, and he said, I thought you were going to be a minister." Well, that story started with Steven, actually, years before, and I guess he told people on the films he was working on. But Danny was just, he remembered people, he remembered names, he remembered faces. He's extraordinary.
Yeah, man, that's impressive. I love that he's down to earth and connected like that. You should have been a minister, Mark. You would have been good.
No, no, I'm terrible.
Your road to redemption is paved with tombstones. No quarter, kill all masters. Go to noquarterkillallmasters.com. Rated R.